Coming up in this episode, the Christmas market in Nyhavn, another interesting interview with the CEO of Vopium, and a useful resource that helps you to stay in good shape, which is definitely necessary in Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Tim. Welcome to MyDenmarkTV.com. This episode of MyDenmarkTV.com is brought to you by CopenhagenClicks.com, featuring the largest collection of Danish websites covering all the practical aspects of your stay in Denmark, and all explained via video tutorial, enabling you to get around the Danish language barrier and get so much more out of your time here. So Julie, are you in the Christmas spirit yet? It's December already.
Yes, actually I am. I mean, it's hard not to when there are so many Christmas decorations everywhere. So how's about you?
Well, I am. I mean, today it's a little bit rainy, but I know that the next couple of days it's going to get below zero, so there's going to be snow on the ground. That is fantastic. And you know, I think the next few weeks are going to be filled with Christmas lunches. I have loads of them in my calendar.
Oh, the famous Christmas lunch.
Yes.
Well, before we move on to what's up, last week we launched a contest about Christmas traditions here in Denmark. If you want to know more about the contest, just click on our last episode to find out more, and also how you can win a ticket to Tivoli.
Yes, that's actually a great prize.
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids.
So now, Tim, talking about Christmas tradition, do you have any tradition that you really, really love?
Well, I must say I just generally enjoy being in Denmark over Christmas, usually, aside from the rain. Maybe a little bit much, but I think that the spirit is really great. You know, it's not overly commercialized as it is in North America, which is what I grew up with.
That's true.
So it's just a good atmosphere, a good vibe on the streets. But I think we should go over to what's up now, because we're going to talk a lot more about some Christmas traditions in Denmark. Well, nothing says Christmas like a bunch of glowy, flashing, colored things, I guess. We're here in Nyhavn now.
Yep.
Christmas market happens here every year. You know, before we talk about that, I just thought about one very important tradition which I forgot to mention when you asked me earlier, and that is
what's that?
Danish Christmas beer, of course. And I'm not talking about Tuborg, which is what all the Danes are thinking that are watching this. I'm talking about all the microbreweries that are coming out with fantastic little Christmas beers that are full of taste. I'm really looking forward to trying Nikola's this year, actually.
Yeah. But now here we are, and normally there are a lot more people, but today it's raining, so you know, but as you can see around us, there's so many things that you can take a look at or you can buy. It's a perfect inspiration to buy gift for people that you love in the Christmas time. And
so you'd give people you love little glowing, flashing things?
I might. Never know. Surprise is good.
There is some stuff here. Yeah. To be honest, it's probably not the best Christmas market out there, but you get the spirit, you know. And
but there is another interesting Christmas market, and I know that you know a lot about it.
Well, my favorite Christmas market is the one in Christiania, which happens every year. This year it's from December 6th to the 20th. Okay. And the vendors don't change a lot from year to year, so you know, you'll recognize, if you go there every year, you'll very much recognize the stuff that's being sold, but there is actually a lot of cool stuff there, and I've bought a lot of gifts there over the years, so it's very worth checking out. If you want a little bit more information about the Christiania Christmas Market, we put a link below the episode. Have you actually been to the Christiania Christmas Market, Julie?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't live in Copenhagen, huh?
Exactly. I mean, I normally go to a Christmas market near where I live in Roskilde, you know, and also here in Nyhavn. I do enjoy it, though. And if you don't live in Copenhagen, there is a link below where you can see all the Christmas markets across the country, so just check them out.
I didn't know that actually existed, that you could actually find all the Christmas markets.
Yes, you can. You can. Now you know.
Yeah, now I know. Okay. So another entertainment option, if you're looking for some theatre over Christmas, would be to check out the Copenhagen Theatre Circle's production of A Christmas Carol, which is a musical version this time. Because a lot of people ask the question, if they're not Danish, well, where do I go see English theatre in Copenhagen? So here's one answer for you, and there's a link below. Yeah. But what about you, Julie? Some Christmas traditions that you like to do?
Well, actually, I'm not Christian, but I have taken in some of the Christmas traditions, during the years. And I do love decorating Christmas tree, making a very good look at home, and open presents.
Okay.
Right?
I wonder what kind of decorations you put on your Christmas tree.
Let's not talk about that. But now let's go to Vladimir and see what we can learn from him this time.
Hi, I'm Vladimir Chen. I hope you're preparing yourself for the holiday season. It's no doubt that Christmas is one of the most popular and most loved holidays. A lot of yummy and fatty food, drinks and candies. To keep you in the shape after Christmas, during which many of us gain some weight, I want to share several fitness resources that you can use while being in Denmark. I'm gonna start with the biggest players in the market. Those are fitnessworld.dk, fitness.dk, and sats.com. All three constitute about 60% of the market. However, in this episode, I'd like to talk about a relatively new fitness facility in the town that is called Fresh Fitness. They have two centers, one in Nørrebro and the other one in Amager, which is a very new facility. I haven't personally tried it yet, but I can see that Fresh Fitness claims to offer the cheapest prices for the access to their fitness facilities. You have to be at least 15 years old, and you pay only 129 Danish kroner for monthly membership. You get unlimited access to different training machines, such as treadmills, bikes, and cross trainers, and much more. What I seem to like about this center facility is that Fresh Fitness is working with Birgitte Newman, who is the author of 20 health-related books and well-known fitness expert in Denmark. Birgitte has sold over 1 million of DVDs with her fitness program in Scandinavia, and I believe the number definitely speaks for itself. You can buy your membership online and you're ready to lose some extras. If you like this resource, you can access many more at copenhagenclicks.com, a place where you can find many more of similar clicks and video tutorials. That's it for this week. Enjoy.
Thanks for that, Vladimir. Very timely fitness tip with all this fatty Christmas food that people are going to be eating. So now, on to our resident Brazilian, Sir Andre.
Hello Danish fans, we are here today visiting Vopium, a Danish company that has developed a software that helps you make cheaper international phone calls. To tell us a little bit more about Vopium and its working environment, I'll welcome Tanveer Sharif, the CEO and founder of Vopium. Tanveer, thank you and welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
Vopium is definitely a great success story, but as we know, every success requires a lot of hard working. So can you tell us, how is it to open a business in Denmark?
It's very exciting to open a business in Denmark. I think for everybody who wants to see opportunities, Denmark is a good place to be because it's so easy to get started and there's so many facilities and help you can get out there for your startup business.
Do you think that your ethnic background helped you in establishing your business in Denmark and abroad, for that matter?
Absolutely. I think if you have a different cultural and ethnic background and you can speak more languages than just Danish or English, I think this is the place you want to be because currently not many people have focused on their core competencies and their cultural backgrounds. And it's about time that we see diversity as a plus and not a minus. And it will help you see new markets and new opportunities that other people may not be able to see.
With customers from all over the world, office in Copenhagen, Luxembourg, Lahore, how is the work environment in Vopium today?
The work environment in Vopium is very global, very international. We have people from different countries working in our offices. And we like to think of us as a global company, and we like to respect people for being different, and we respect people for having different cultures and different religions. And with that common respect, we like to develop a company which offers a product for global customers.
That sounds great. Tanveer, now that you know each other, to whom should I send my job application and CV?
You can send it to me if you want to.
Thank you very much for this great interview. I hope you guys enjoy it. And until next time, I'm Andre. Bye.
This week we're going to discuss a question from Inga Mortensen, who sent us a message on Facebook. She writes, "Hi, are you going to do a program on the new rules for familiesammenføring, family reunification visa? Probably of relevance to a lot of your viewers."
Well, yes, Inge, it probably is. And it's actually a big issue for both foreigners in Denmark and Danes, because they're both rather affected by this one. What the Danish government has done is basically created a system that ranks the worthiness of people to come to Denmark for the purposes of family reunification. And if that sounds a little bit controversial, yes, it is. But we will try to take this in a non-political way, because there is certainly a political side to this discussion.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a point system, and I've got a few notes about it here because it's very complicated. And this is by no means a comprehensive answer, but we'll just give you some of the highlights. Basically, if you get 60 points, you can come to Denmark, unless you're under the age of 24 years old, in which case you need 120 points to come to Denmark. And this assuming that you've fulfilled a number of other criteria, which have to do with some financial requirements and some housing requirements, and so forth. So, for example, if you've got a university degree from a Danish university or from one of what the Danish government has considered to be the top-ranked universities in the world, you get 128 points. Welcome to Denmark. But there's also a business angle where you can gain points.
Yes, exactly. Because if you do have some relevant business experiences, you can actually gain more points. For example, there is a list of occupations considered in demand in Denmark, and if you have experiences in Denmark or abroad, you can actually gain a lot more points as well.
Yes.
And there's also another aspect concerning the language. If you, for example, pass the Danish test, I think it's called
StudiPro, I think.
StudiPro C1, I think.
Yes.
Then you can actually gain 50 points extra, right?
Yeah, and you also get extra points if you can speak French or German, English, Spanish, and can prove that you can pass it at a certain level. And then there is a last area, and this is where we really get into what can really only be called something between institutionalized racism or discriminatory behavior from the Danish government. And that is that if you actually don't live in an area of Denmark which is considered an immigrant ghetto, then you get points. I know it sounds outrageous, but that is how it is.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot we can say about this subject, but we really want to know, what do you think of it? Do you think it's a fair system, or do you really, also against it? So speak out, raise your voice, and share with us your personal story by leaving a comment below.
If you have a question that you'd like us to answer, just pop it in the mailbag. And if you need a little more of a detailed answer, you can always consult with MyDenmarkTV team. Just click on the link below that says Consult with MyDenmarkTV.
Yeah, and I think that's it for this week.
Yes, it is.
You're welcome to follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
Yes, indeed. And I think we need to go get a glass of Gluck.
I think so too.
It is freezing out here.
Yes. So thanks for watching, and see you next
time.
Wednesday. Bye. Do you have any tradition that you really, really love?
Was that what the question was?